Yo, what up, squad? Hey man, welcome back to HOODROK Entertainment, the realest, illest, dopest, and most active reaction channel on YouTube. Bruh, if this is your first time tapping into my channel, hit that subscribe button, click up, squad up, tapping, whatever you want to call it, go ahead and do that. Mike Tyson, bruh. I thought, we'll take a little break of some of the music and tap into a few, start focusing a lot, not a lot, but you know, a little bit more on our sports reactions and stuff like that, some more of our geography and all of that stuff, bro. So, sending some more of these. This has been sitting there for a couple of weeks now. Shout out to my bad, bro. My bad, I forgot your shit. I forgot your name, my nigga. But all good, bro. You know what up, bro. Keep sending these bangers and shit. Hold up. Don't fuck that up. Hey, yo, what up, squad? Hey, man, welcome back to HOODROK Entertainment, bro. Realest, dopest, and most active reaction channel on YouTube. Bro, we're touching down in, it's Mike Tyson, bro. You read the title. We're not touching down anywhere in particular. Shit, Mike Tyson, you know what's up, bro. So I thought we'd tap into some of our sports. And start focusing a little bit more on some sports reactions as well, bro, as our music and geography and stuff like that. So we're going to try and up our game a little bit more, bro, with our sports reactions. But go check the sports playlist out, bro. A whole bunch of football, a whole bunch of basketball, a whole bunch of ice hockey, a whole bunch of MMA, boxing, you name it, bro. Because we that side, bro. So, if this is your first time tapping in, hit that subscribe button, bro. Click up, squad up, tapping, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and do that, bro. Make sure you hit that notification bell, bro. Because we bring you nothing but fire. And, bro, we are the most active reaction channel on YouTube. Hands down. Hands down. Alright? Don't forget that. So, let's get into this, see what's up, bro. When Mike Tyson punished cocky guys for being disrespectful. It says not for the faint-hearted. I'm lucky enough that I grew up in the 80s, in the 90s, you know what I mean? So, I got to grow up watching Mike Tyson fight and shit like that, you know what I mean? But the good thing about these videos is it tells you what was happening behind the scenes in there, because we didn't know what was happening behind the scenes. We didn't have social media, we didn't have none of that. So that's why I like these videos, bro. It actually tells you more than what we got to see, you know what I mean? We only got to see the face shit, the surface shit, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, you know that. I don't know why you talk to me like that when you know.
What is that? Okay. Let me just mute this shit. I don't know why you talk to me like that when you know I'll kill you for it.
I'll kill you for it. Okay, you know that. I don't know why you talk to me like that when you know I'll kill you for it.
This is Tyson today, bro. I seen these training videos, bro. I seen these training videos on YouTube. And bro, this is 54-year-old Mike Tyson, bro.
The last thing you want to do looking at Mike Tyson is to piss that guy off. And this is me talking about Iron Mike in 2023. What kind of machine was he when he was young? It was like he didn't even need his hands for a knockout. He would do it with his trademark ferocious stare. Nevertheless, there were many times daredevils willing to unleash their long tongues and trash talk to Mike. The truth is, for most of these guys, it ended up being another juicy finish by Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen in attendance, boxing fans joining us across the nation on Fox, and sports fans joining us around the world.
Frank Bruno.
He stepped back and did it again, stepped off and around, and ripped that uppercut to where Mathis was ducking right into it. 9, 10. He didn't beat the count. A devastating right uppercut.
Friends, today's video will be dedicated to 5 fights where Mike Tyson punished trash talkers. Please don't forget about the likes, comments with forwards, and subscribe to the channel so you will never miss any upcoming videos. Here we go.
This fool. Oh, Spinks. It's that fool that was shitting himself. It's that fool that he was shitting himself, bro. Y'all remember this dude? What's his name? Michael Spinks or something? Shit.
Number 5. Buster Mathis. Let's start the countdown with someone who isn't overly arrogant. So, it's 1995, Mike had just returned from his, shall we say, unplanned vacation in jail. The return of such an important figure to the world of boxing was a real media highlight, and everybody, including the champions, wanted to check what the current Iron Mike could do. The promoters were very wise and decided not to throw Rusty Mike under the tanks immediately. First, he was given to warm up on a few guys, one of whom was Buster Mathis Jr. Buster's father fought at the beginning of the golden age of boxing and fought with the greatest Muhammad Ali himself. Now his son continued his business, and so far quite successfully, with a record of 20-0 in the pros.
For every action, there's a reaction. So everybody knows how Mike Tyson is going to act November 4th. So it's up to me how I'm going to react. Well, I'm very confident, and when I'm going to fight Mike Tyson, I know what Mike knows. We're from the school of D'Amato, and my father was trained under D'Amato, Ferriello, was trained under D'Amato, so I know what Mike Tyson's going to do. Now it's up to me what I'm going to do. He's underestimated me, and I love when people underestimate me.
And this won't be an 89-second bout against Mike Tyson on November 4th.
I am no McNeely, I'm Buster Mathis, and I can bring it to him.
Buster promised to be the most uncomfortable opponent in Tyson's career, but Mike only laughed at such statements. However, the spectacle in the ring turned out to be entertaining. From the very first second, Buster stuck to Tyson and wouldn't let him go. Super was like a bull pinned against an impenetrable rock, and from the outside it seemed ridiculous, but it was very effective. Mike couldn't use the full amplitude of his punches and missed a lot, while Buster bombarded his body. So, the prospect won 2 rounds, was good in the 3rd round, but hesitated for a very brief moment and got the most powerful combination to the jaw.
Swing around on your opponent's side and
Oh shit.
stepped off and around and ripped that uppercut.
Mike needed 1 moment to win the damn fight.
Many things. I expect him to move around, run because he's able to do that, and I expect him to smother me because he's been very successful. But I'm very familiar with his style of fighting. I was raised, and I'm the best at that style of fighting. I knew every move he was making. That's how come when I did a couple of particular moves, he was stunned. He didn't expect them.
Number 4. Tony Tubbs.
Oh,
1988.
shit.
Mike Tyson is at his peak and making his famous title defenses. Most recently, he beat 2 of the toughest peak and making his famous title defenses. Most recently, he beat 2 of the toughest undefeated boxers and then had a tremendous fight with Larry Holmes. But we'll talk about that later. The Hearst trucks didn't have time to haul away the bodies after Tyson's fights, but the number of contenders didn't need time to haul it with Larry Holmes. 2 of the toughest undefeated boxers and then had a tremendous fight with Larry Holmes. But we'll talk about that later. The Hearst trucks didn't have time to haul away the bodies after Tyson's fights, but the number of contenders didn't decrease. New charged guys kept showing up. Tony Tubbs.
Bro, that body shot uppercut, that body shot uppercut is insane, bro. The body shot uppercut is insane, bro. The way he just, bro, and the way he flings his body, you know what I mean? Right from the heel, right through the quads, through the hammies, right through the hips. Boom, bro, send a nigga into space, bro. Insane, bro.
Tubbs was one of those. TNT began his boxing career in the amateurs, where he distinguished himself with gold at the World Cup. In the pros, Tony's record at the time he met Tyson was 24-1, and there were hell of a lot of finishers. Only few of Tubbs' opponents, like famous Greg Page, had lived through to the decision. The rest had to face the brutal and uncompromising KO. Obviously, these knockouts made the guys more confident, and he decided to make some noise.
I'm strong and I'm fast. Mike Tyson got to deal with that. physically, you'll be seeing the new Tony Tubbs. When I step in the ring, they're gonna say, wow, look at that cat. You know, and the thing about it, once I start putting the moves down on Mike Tyson, I won't change. You know what? This fight might not be hard as y'all think it's gonna be, because Mike Tyson is only good for what he can hit. You know, right now that I am one of the best heavyweights in the world. I can box better than any of them. And I ain't taking no back seats to none of them. I'm not even taking the back seat to Mike Tyson.
Tony looked very prepared.
As a fighter, bro, it doesn't matter who you're facing, right? As a fighter, it don't matter who you're facing. You're supposed to think you're better than the rest of them, bro. That's what you're supposed to think, bro. Like, you're meant to think that you're better than the rest of them. Otherwise, why the fuck are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, why are you doing this, bro? Why if you don't think that you're better than the rest of them, you might as well just go home, bro. You know what I mean? That's the whole point, bro. So, I mean, you can't blame them for thinking the way they're thinking, but shit, bro. You run up against Tyson, there's something else, though. You know what I mean?
Prepared. He successfully combined his work as in the far range as in a phone booth where he was giving Tyson tough uppercuts. Mike missed a few times but took his time and worked at his own pace. As in every fight, the Iron Mike knew that he would have that one punch that would knock his opponent out, and that punch came in the second round. Tubbs was killing the champ in the blow exchanges, but then the traitorous ropes came to his back and that was it.
I couldn't tell whether another punch hurt. Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly. It was a left hook.
Mike exploded with a left hook and immediately shook Tony. Without losing his way, Tyson continued to pile on, and just his third hook proved to be final. After that hit, the medics had to get Tony out of the grave right away.
The tide of this fight changed within 15 or 20 seconds.
My mission is to go and destroy and not to let anything get involved. You get punched, you get hurt. I refuse to be hurt, knocked down, and knocked out. I can't lose. I refuse to lose.
Number 3. Tyrell Biggs. The vast majority of athletes agree that the highest achievement of all is an Olympic medal. It's not just difficult to achieve, it's nearly impossible. But those who do achieve it command incredible respect and prestige in the world of sports. True, there is one small problem. You will not be satisfied with the admiring glances of other guys, and $1 million for an Olympic medal, unfortunately, is not attached. So the former Olympic champions have to invent something and change the direction of their career. Some have to stop performing and go in for coaching, but boxers are lucky in this respect. They can simply go to the professionals. That's exactly what Tyrell Biggs, the first US Olympic heavyweight champion, did. In the 1984 Olympics, he confidently defeated all the opponents, including young Lennox Lewis, and earned the first place, then immediately turned to the professional sport. In 3 years, he easily dealt with 15 opponents and received a title fight with the biggest threat in the heavyweight division, Mike Tyson, who he didn't really consider to be a serious rival.
I believe that what I've been through, and as good as I am, I know that I know how good I am. And for me to have been criticized and the whole shot, I mean, you know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me, Tyson. I owe it to myself to go out there and beat this fella and be called a new undisputed heavyweight champion in the world.
What do you think about the statement from a guy with 15 pro fights? Well, Tyrell was confident, and maybe on his best day, he could have beaten worst version of Tyson, but certainly not that night. Biggs started with the poor version of Ali's style, but he floated too slowly because Mike, being 2 heads below him, caught him up and exploded. Iron Mike looked phenomenally fast and focused. He was especially quick with his left hook, which he used in the clinch for several rounds in a row. It turned out that Tyrell only had a plan A, and when the jab and bounces stopped working, he started to back away. Seeing his opponent break mentally, Mike added even more and walked at him with a face like, "Oh yeah boy, you're mine." Under the granite pressure of the champ and an abundance of hooks and body punches, the challenger survived exactly until the 7th round, where he was initially almost thrown out of the ring.
Oh, that was a tremendous left hand.
And then sent to lie down with a godlike left hand.
Wacky ass quality.
And
about 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand.
Mind
He's
you,
down again. It's over.
this is in the 80s and 90s shit, you know what I mean?
It's all over. And it wasn't even close.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there, making woman gestures like, I can't. I knew that he was breaking down soon.
So Terrell, who is whose son now?
But I knew that he was in there, making woman gestures like, I can't. Actually he was crying in there, making woman gestures like, I can't. But I knew that he was breaking down soon.
So Terrell, who is whose son now? Number 2, Frank Bruno 2. The fight between Mike Tyson and Frank Bruno was one of the best confrontations of the turn of the 80s and 90s. Judging by the knockout power of both guys, this fight could almost be called the most explosive fight in history. We know about Tyson's great talents for knocking people out, so let's focus on Bruno. Before facing the Iron Mike, Frank's record was nothing less than 32-2, and only one of those wins came by decision. Nothing less than 32-2, and only one of those wins came by decision. Something like Deontay Wilder, isn't it? In fact, in that distant era, Bruno was probably considered the toughest knockout fighter of all, even more powerful than Mike, if we're only looking at brute physical strength. But even beastly power didn't help Frank win the first fight, and he lost by TKO in the 5th round. After that, the boxers went their separate ways, but fate brought them together again in 1996 when the Iron Mike was in the best shape after prison and Bruno had the WBC belt.
Then I see myself knocking out Mike Tyson spectacularly, knocking him out. No way, he just had to come straight at me all the time. Straight at me. But it'd be like running into a wall all the time. That was then, this is now. I'm the champ now, the WBC champ, and he's going to try and take it off me, but he's only going to get a look at it because his time is gone. I feel much more stronger mentally and physically, and this is my time. Tyson's had his time, you know. If Customado was in his, well, he is in his grave now, and you can see all them amateurs and them terrible people behind him, he would be turning in his grave, you know what I mean? To have all them people shouting confidence, he must be lacking in something. But I want to knock him out so good into Don King's lap and wipe him off the map because he's bad for boxing, and his people are bad for boxing.
Already in the first round, it was obvious that Tyson, after the non-fighting years, was in much better condition than Frank. Bruno became very old and his speed dropped drastically, and in a fight against such a killer, it was fatal. The champ was missing all the nukes that Mike was launching at him, and all he was trying to do in return was wedge and get his distance. Between the first and second round, Bruno already had his cut open, and it was obvious that he was struggling a lot, but the old warrior kept coming forward. Unfortunately, Tyson is not one to be merciful to his opponent. In the third round, he took the champion under the deafening roar of the crowd. He cut his head down with hooks.
And this is what Bruno expected. He said he's not looking for the
Tyson. Bang, bang, bang.
Uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laid it on, pouring it
done, bro. Done, bro.
This title is for my dear mentor, Customado, my children, Mikey, Gina, Raina. Praise be to Allah.
Number 1. Larry Holmes. Throughout his life, Tyson had fixed the status of a gangster who was not a...
I remember this one. This one. Whoa.
Afraid of anybody and never considered any boxer even close to himself. Mike's credo applied to everyone except his biggest idol, Muhammad Ali. The greatest was an idol for Tyson. Someone
to this one where Muhammad Ali tells him, right, go get him for me, bro. Get him for me, bro. Knock him out for me, bro.
Aspire to, and whose achievements were absolute. Mike repeatedly said that Ali was an example to him, and so when the Iron Mike was offered a fight against Larry Holmes, he simply could not refuse. It became personal to him. Larry became one of the last with whom Ali entered the ring, and then Holmes did not leave a live spot on the legend of the past. After that, the Eastern Assassin became the best heavyweight for many years, but time does not spare anyone. By 1988, Larry began to slowly give up, and in his last 2 fights he lost to young Michael Spinks. The fight against the feisty Tyson was an opportunity for Holmes to rehabilitate himself and quickly regain his star status.
I'm ready to go in there with Mike sometime in January, whatever day they want. And hope it's going to be on HBO because I want the world to be able to see it. And out of this fight, I hope it's such thing as fairness. Last time I didn't get it, and I complained about it. The world seen it. Now I hope once they see it once more, it's fairness. I'm going to knock this guy out. One thing I've seen, Tyson makes a lot of mistakes. And if he fights me dirty, that's what kind of fight it's going to be all night. Because I didn't see a class of fight. I didn't see a guy that with class in there tonight. I seen a guy that throws elbows. I seen a guy that throws butts. I seen a guy that hits after the bell. I seen all of this in Mike Tyson. I didn't see a gentleman in there. If they want to make him out of a beast that he's claimed to be, he's going to be in there with a beast. And the thing about it, after this fight, people are saying, Larry Holmes, why? They won't say that anymore after this because I know what I'm doing.
Larry tried to start the fight in his own style with lots of movement and dangerous jabbing, but he ran into the wrong guy. Stocky, powerful and very focused Mike Tyson was on his tail and wouldn't let him down. And while Holmes was playing catch-up and hide-and-seek, the Iron Mike was shooting at him, but the clinch of the Eastern Assassin stopped him. Gradually, the former champion was getting the distance he needed for his jabs, and everything seemed to be going fine. But we all know Tyson needed one opportunity, and it came.
A 38-year-old Larry Holmes cannot continue that round after round. Oh, a big right hand, and there goes the former champion.
Holmes stopped for 1 second, and then the hardest double jab of his life hit him in the head. Mike's revenge on Ali was concentrated in that punch, and Larry got up after the knockdown and said, "Should I have fought with the greatest one once?" Tyson didn't stop there and scored another knockdown.
Here comes Mike. There was a big right hand. Larry's down again. Down he goes. I don't know if he'll be able to continue.
And then he sent the veteran to the deepest KO.
Get by the round now. He should be hanging on. Now with the right hand, the left hand. He's going to hang on, or they'll stop the fight. Down he goes. Larry's hurt. It's all over. He is knocked out.
Down. Friends, and that was it. Who else did Mike Tyson's iron fist put in place? Maybe we didn't mention someone important. Be sure to share your opinion in the comments.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Hey, yo, y'all know what to do, bro. Keep sending these bangers and hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss nothing. We got some Michael Jordan coming up as well. We've reacted to a whole bunch of Michael Jordan as well. We've also reacted to Mike Tyson before too. You know what I mean? So make sure you run the numbers up on the sports playlist. You know what up, bro. Stay safe. Stay dangerous. We out. Peace.